Right. Today concept is Selenium. Before going to Selenium, once again I will teach you Selenium introduction. What is Selenium? Selenium is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. What is Selenium? Selenium is nothing but it is a software. Selenium. Selenium is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Selenium having four components. One is Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Grid. Selenium having four components: Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, and Selenium Grid. So what is Selenium IDE? Already we discussed. Selenium IDE is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Selenium IDE is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. This set of programs we need to configure into one user interface. Why? Because these are the programs. So directly we can't interact with these programs. Compulsory we need one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using IDE only. Using IDE, we can perform very limited testing. That's the reason none of the people not using Selenium IDE nowadays. So it is deprecated. Next, RC, Selenium RC. What is Selenium RC? Selenium RC is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. This set of programs we need to configure into one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using Eclipse. Eclipse is nothing but it is a powerful editor to write the Java programs. If you want to write the Java programs, always we will use Eclipse. Eclipse is nothing but it is a powerful editor to write the Java programs. Even developers also, they will use only Eclipse. Using this Eclipse, we can perform unlimited testing. So whenever you want to work with Selenium RC, we can perform. Whenever you want to work with Selenium RC, we need to start the server manually and we need to stop the server manually. So using Selenium RC also, we can perform very limited testing. That's the reason none of the people not using Selenium RC nowadays. RC means remote control. IDE means integrated development environment. After that, they made Selenium WebDriver. What is Selenium WebDriver? Selenium WebDriver is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. This set of programs we need to configure into one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using Eclipse only. So what is the main difference, sir? Selenium WebDriver and Selenium RC both set of same? Yes, both set of same. But whenever you are comparing with the Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver having some powerful set of programs. Using Selenium WebDriver, we can perform unlimited testing, and Selenium WebDriver is very, very user friendly. All the companies nowadays they are encouraging only Selenium WebDriver only. We will keep main focus only on Selenium WebDriver. Selenium is nothing but it is a Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver is nothing but it is a Selenium. Right. Next, Selenium Grid. Selenium, once again I will repeat you. Whenever we are discussing Selenium, just introduction. Selenium Grid is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Using these programs, we can run the test parallelly on multiple missions. So what is the main use? We can increase the performance of the execution. Some of the companies they are using Selenium Grid also. Selenium Grid is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Using these programs, we can run the test parallelly on multiple machines. That is the Selenium Grid. So Selenium, once again, we will discuss later. So before going to Selenium, compulsory we should learn Java. So today we will learn Java concept. Right. Before going to Java, first concept is primitive data types. Once again, I will repeat you, primitive data types. First concept in Java. If you want to learn Java, first of all, we need to install Java. It will take 2 minutes, only 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes, we can install Java. If it is any operating system, we can install within 2 minutes. While installing Java, internet connection is required. Next, Eclipse. Next, Eclipse. So if you want to install Eclipse, so compulsory. So there is no installation for Eclipse. There is no installation for Eclipse. First of all, if you want to install Eclipse, first of all we should have Java. So after installing Java, we can run Eclipse. So there is no installation for Eclipse. Each and every time we should run. We should run. There is no installation for Eclipse. Each and every time we should run. Each and every time we should run. Each and every time we should run. Right. So I have Eclipse and Java. Now we can work with Java. Right. Before going to Java, first concept to small concept to primitive data types. First concept to primitive data types. So in Java we have 8 primitive data types. In Java we have 8 primitive data types. First one is byte. Next short, int, long, float, double, boolean, char. In Java, we have 8 primitive data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, char. So first 4 data types are used for store the integer values or numeric values. If you want to store any numeric values like number of hands, number of legs, number of buses, number of countries, number of states, number of districts, if you want to store any number, that time we will use first 4 data types. Byte is 8-bit, short is 16-bit, int is 32-bit, double is 64-bit. So why we need 4, sir? Just each and every one having one range. Byte range is minus 2 power of 7 to 2 power of 7 minus 1. Short range is minus 2 power of 15 to 2 power of 15 minus 1. Int range is minus 2 power of 31 to 2 power of 31 minus 1. Long range is minus 2 power of 63 to 2 power of 63 minus 1. And float and double are used for store the decimal values. If you want to store any decimal value, if you want to store any decimal value, we will use float and double. Like float is 32-bit, double is 64-bit. Decimal value, my height is 5.8. So 5.8, it is a decimal value. So we will use float or double. Float is 32-bit, double is 64-bit. Boolean is used for store the true or false. If you want to store true or false, we will use true or false. If you want to store true or false, we will use Boolean. Char is used for store the single character. If we want to store the single character, we will use char. This is the first concept in Java, that is primitive data types. In Java, we have 8 primitive data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, char. First 4 data types are used for store the integer value, any numeric values. If you want to store any numeric value, that time we will use byte, short, int, long. Float and double are used for store the decimal value. And boolean is used for store the true or false. Char is used for store the single character. Right. Before going to Java, first of all, we should know how to work with Java. How to work with Java. So, I will teach you now. First, install Java. After installing Java, we can get go to C, my program files, Java folder is there. That means Java installed. In my system, Java is installed. Okay, right. Next, go to Eclipse. Each and every time we should run Eclipse. This is the Eclipse. Each and every time we should run. Each and every time we should run. Oh, this is the Eclipse. Each and every time we should run. Just click on Eclipse. So we can get a number of icons. So first one, this is the Eclipse ball. We should click on it. So it will take, already I told you, 1.5 minutes it will take. It will install. Each and every time we should run. I'm giving name is evening. 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 Click on OK. So once again I will open Eclipse. Just double click on it. Eclipse. Just go to ball. I'm giving name something. Click on it. Okay. It will be open newly. Newly I'm opening Eclipse. So this is the first time I'm opening Eclipse. This is the new one, newly installed. So just it will show you welcome window. Close that window. So this is the Eclipse. This is the Eclipse. So before going to Eclipse, first of all, you should know three things. How to create project. First, we should know how to create project. How to create package. How to create class. You should know only three things. So if you want to work with Eclipse or Java, compulsory we should know how to create project, how to create package, how to create class. That is the first concept. First concept in Java, how to create project, how to create package, how to create class. Right. I will teach you. First of all, I'm taking one project HYD. I'm taking one project HYD Hyderabad. After creating project, we can get two folders. We can get two folders. After creating project, we can get two folders. One is SRC. SRC means source code. Second one is JRE. JRE means Java Runtime Environment. Java Runtime Environment. So right click on SRC, we can take the package. Right click on SRC, we can take the package. We can take the package. Right click on package, we can take the class. This is the order. First we should create one project, after package, after class. Or otherwise, directly right click on SRC, we can take the class also. We can take the class also. So whenever you are doing like this, it will take under default package. 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 So now, first of all, we need to create the project. How to create the project, how to create the package, how to create the class, we will discuss today. Right. Right click on, this is the project explorer. So small things, each and everything I will slowly I will teach you. You can't feel bored. Why, sir? How many times you are saying? Number of times you are repeating. Why you are repeating? You can't say like that. So Why? Because whenever I am teaching, so each and everything compulsory I should teach you. This is the save button. This is run button. Save button, run button. So after writing the Java code, we should save and we should run. So this area is called Project Explorer. This white space is called Project Explorer. This area is called Project Explorer. Right. First, how to create project. Right click on project, take the new project. Right click on Project Explorer, take the new project. Select Java project, click on next. I'm giving project name is Hyderabad. For example, I'm giving project name is Hyderabad. Click on finish. I created one project. I created one project. After creating project, we can get SRC and JRE. SRC means the source code, JRE means Java runtime environment. Right click on SRC, we can take the new class. Class name is, for example, I'm taking Akhil. Class name I'm taking Akhil. Just keep the mark. Just directly I'm taking class. I'm not taking any package. So why I'm taking, so whenever you are taking like this, it will take under default package. That's the reason I'm taking direct class. So just here you should remember. So here we are keeping the mark. Why we are keeping the mark? I will explain you later. This is the first class. So this is the main method purpose. We are keeping the mark. So just we are keeping the mark now. So why I'm taking class is Akhil and I'm keeping the mark public static void main string args. So why I'm keeping, I need main method. I need main method. That's the reason I'm keeping mark. Keep the mark, click on finish. So already I told you now, just whenever you are taking direct class, it will take under default package. So that's the reason it is taking under default package. So default package created. I'm not taking, I have not taken any package. So that's the reason it is taking under default package. And taking class name is Akhil. Right. So if you want to increase the size, so if you get like it is a very small size it is showing. So if you want to increase the font size, so this is the first class. Just wait. Go to Windows, Window, Preferences. Each and every day I will show you appearance, color and fonts. Go to Java, edit the size. Actually it is in 10. No? I'm keeping 18. No? Click on OK. Apply. Okay. Each and every time I will show you. Don't worry. If you want write anything, we will write in the main method only. We will write in the main method. So if you want write anything, SYSO control space. Good evening. SYSO. Shortcut is SYSO. Control space. Good morning. Next, if you want write anything, SYSO control space. Hello Java, how are you? Hello Java, how are you? So just we should write like this. SYSO control space by Java. Save. Oh, this is the save button. Save. Click on run. So it will print in console. Console means result window. So it will print good evening, good morning, hello Java, how are you? Bye Java. So like we can print it. So after writing the program, we should save and we should run. We should save and we should run. Right. So if you want comment any single line, so we can use double backslash. If you want comment any single line, we will use double slash. So it will comment the single line. If you want comment the multiple lines, we will use slash, star, and up to. I want to comment only 3 lines only. Star slash. It will comment the 3 lines. So if it is single line comment, we will use double slash. If it is multiple lines, if you want comment, one slash, star, and star slash. So that is multiple comments. So this is the basic how to create project, how to create package, how to create class. Or so once again I will repeat you. No. Right. And deleting HYD once again, delete. Click on OK. Once again I am repeating you. Just wait. Go to each and every time we should run Eclipse. Go to Eclipse. It will take now. It will take only 1 minute only. It will take 1 minute only. First time it will take some time, but if it is next time it will take only 1 minute only. Within 1 minute it will. Just close the welcome window. Right click on Project Explorer. Take the new project, Java project. Click on next. Project name I'm giving something Metro. Click on finish. So after creating project, we can get two folders, SRC, JRE. Right click on SRC, take the new package now. I'm taking package now. Pack one. Click on finish. After package, right click on package, we can take the new class. Class name I'm taking something Akhil. Keep the mark public static void menu. Click on finish. Same thing. So here I'm taking package as well as class. So if you want to increase the size, once again I will repeat, use Windows, Preferences, General, Appearance, Color and Fonts, go to Java, Edit, I'm giving 18, click on OK, Apply, OK. Same thing. SYSO control space. Good morning. Just like we can write it. So this is the package and the class. How to create project, how to create package, how to create class. I explained. Okay, over. Right. Today, first concept we will write first program in the Java. So very important concept. If you understand today concept, you can play with Java. Otherwise, Java play with you. Today, understand Java concept, you can play with Java. Otherwise, Java can play with you. So today concept is very important concept. First concept, I will teach you only one concept today. Just you should practice. After that, we can go for second class. So today first concept, very important concept. So today first concept name is static properties. Static properties. Static properties, non-static properties. Static properties and non-static properties. So before going to static properties and non-static properties, so there are two categories of people. Wherever you go, there are two categories of people. One is boys, other one is girls. Category is nothing but it is a class. There are two classes of people. Wherever you go, there are two classes of people or categories of people. Category is nothing but it is a class. There are two classes of people. One is boys, other one is girls. Here, static means common. Static means common. Static means common. Non-static means not common. So here in Java, static means common. Static means common. So I am taking, there are two categories of people. One is boys, other one is girls. For example, I am taking one boy. All the boys having some common properties. That properties is called static properties. What are the properties all the boys commonly having? Static means common. All the boys having, there are two categories of people. One is boys, other one is girls. All the boys having some common properties. That properties is called static properties. What are the properties all the boys commonly having?
Number of hands, number of legs.
Huh?
Number of hands, number of legs.
Yes, I am taking number of hands, number of legs. All the boys not having some common properties. That properties is called non-static properties. What are the properties all the boys not having commonly?
Name, age,
Hmm?
color. Name,
Oh, yes, name. We can take name.
age,
Age also we can take. Next, height,
study,
color,
height,
study.
color.
We can take many properties. All the boys not having some common properties. That properties is called non-static properties. Name, color. Right. These are the properties. All the boys commonly do some actions. All the boys commonly do some actions. The actions is called static actions. All the boys commonly do some actions. The actions is called static actions. What are the actions all the boys commonly do? What are the actions all the boys commonly do?
Breathe,
Hmm.
sleep,
Hmm. We can write breathe or sleep or eat. We can take a number of properties. I'm taking breathe and sleep. All the boys not do commonly some actions. The actions is called non-static actions. What are the actions all the boys not do commonly?
study,
Hmm. Study. Next. Study is a non-static action. So play is a non-static action.
le,
Different people they will play with the different sports like cricket, volleyball, tennis, like so. Non-static action is study and play. So using these properties today we can write the first program, that is static properties and non-static properties program. Before going to this concept, so first of all we should know three basic things. If you want to learn Java, you should know three basic things. If you want to learn Java.
అఖిల్ గారు
Huh?
ఇవి కొన్ని ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఇస్తే బాగుంటుందేమో అండి ఇవి స్టాటిక్ యాక్షన్ అంటే నాకు మీరు ఈ చెప్పారు కదా బ్రేక్ స్లీప్ అవి
Hmm.
ఇంకొన్ని ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఏమన్నా చెప్తే బాగుంటుంది అంటే బాయ్ క్లాస్ కాకుండా వేరే క్లాస్కి ఇంకేమన్నా వేరే క్లాస్
This is the first concept కదా సార్. దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఫస్ట్
ఓకే
కాన్సెప్ట్. జస్ట్ మనం అసలు బేసిక్స్ ఏం తెలియకుండా ఫస్ట్ డిఫరెంట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ అని కాదు, మీకు నేను ప్రోగ్రామ్ కూడా మీతో ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇచ్చి రాయిచ్చేస్తాను. ఓకే.
ఓకే ఓకే
సో ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ లెర్న్ జావా, you should know three basic things. If you want to learn Java, you should know. If you want to learn Java, you should know three basic things. If you want to learn Java, you should know three basic things. First point, if you want to store the if you want to store the non-static stuff, if you want to store the non-static stuff means properties as well as actions. If you want to store the non-static stuff, compulsory memory location required. First point, if you want to store the non-static stuff, compulsory memory location required. I am talking about only non-static. This is the non-static. I'm talking about only non-static. If you want to store non-static stuff, compulsory memory location required. Name, color, study. Study is a function. So if it is function, just we should write like this. Function or a action. Play. This is also function or a action. If you want to store non-static stuff, compulsory memory location required. If it is non-static, compulsory memory location required. If you want to store the non-static stuff, compulsory memory location required. Only I am talking about only non-static. So if it is non-static, compulsory memory location required. If you want to store the non-static stuff, compulsory memory location required. Second point, if you want to add anything to object memory location, or if you want to get anything from object memory location, compulsory reference name required. Second point. So if you want to add anything to object memory location, if you want if you want to get anything from object memory location, reference name required. So if you want to add anything to object memory location, if you want to get anything from object memory location, compulsory reference name required. That is second point. Third point, if it is non-static, we need to create the object. Object creation. Third point, object creation. So object creation syntax, class name, space reference name equal to new class name. Class name reference name equal to new class name. This is the object creation for non-static. If it is non-static, we need to create the object. How to create the object? Class name reference name equal to new class name. Class name, for example, I am taking boy. Reference name I am taking B1 equal to new boy. For example, class name I am taking boy. Boy B1 equal to new boy. Reference name as your wish. Whatever you want, you can take it. Boy B1 equal to new boy. Class name, reference name equal to new class name. So first point, what is the first point? If you want to store the non-static stuff, compulsory memory location required. This is the memory location. I am giving name new. So second point, if you want to add anything to object memory location, if you want to get anything from object memory location, compulsory reference name required. So this is the reference name. Remaining class name, reference name equal to new class name. For example, class name is girl, girl G equal to new girl. For example, class name is Akhil A1 equal to new Akhil. For example, class name is India E equal to new India. Class name is Hyderabad H equal to new Hyderabad. Class name is computer C equal to new computer. Class name is pen P equal to new pen. So class name reference name equal to new class name. Class name reference name equal to new class name. Class name reference name equal to new class name. If it is non-static, I'm talking about only non-static. I'm talking about only non-static. If it is non-static, so I'm talking about only non-static. If it is non-static, we need to create the object creation. So I'm talking about only non-static. If it is non-static, we need to create the object, right? Now we can go to concept. So go to Eclipse. So each and every time if you want to take the class, go to SRC, take the new class. Directly I'm taking class. So it will take under default package. So I'm taking class is boy. Keep the mark public static void menu. That means it is a main method. Public static void menu string args. Click on finish. I'm taking class name is boy. So under class, whatever we have, this space is called, it is declaration part. Whatever you want, you can declare here. So this is the declaration part. This part is called declaration part. Actually, here is properties, no need to know. just actually that is not very important. How to declare properties, static properties, non-static properties. Already just now we discussed one concept, that is primitive data types. So how to declare the properties? So how to declare properties, just for general knowledge purpose we are learning how to declare properties. First, how to declare static properties. Static properties. How to declare static properties? We have number of hands and number of legs. How to declare? Just we should write, if it is static, we should mention public static. Number of hands. Data type is integer. Number of hands, number of legs, number of fans, number of chairs, number of buses, number of countries, number of districts, number of. Just if you want to store any number, that time you will use integer. Public static int number of hands. Next, number of legs. Public. If it is static, we should mention static. Public static into number of legs. Right. How to declare static properties is over. So number of hands and the number of legs. How to declare non-static properties? Just for general knowledge purpose only. These are the properties only for general knowledge. Public. So if it is static, we should mention static. If it is non-static, no need to mention anything. Directly we can write public. Next, it is not static, so no need to mention. And property is name and color. Name is data type is string. String name. Next, color. Public string. Color also string. These are only for general knowledge purpose. These are only general knowledge. Just you can comment it. These are only for GK. Only for GK, general knowledge. This property is only for GK. Right. Now you can write the functions. We have static function breathe and sleep, non-static function play and study. So how to write static functions? Only these properties only for general knowledge, but now we are writing functions or actions. Public function, how we can write public. If it is static, we need to mention static. Public static void breathe sy control space breathe. Enough. I wrote one function. Copy. Same function. Next, sleep. Breathe and sleep is a static. And next, play and study is a non-static. Just you can write play. Here you can write play logic. This is the function body. So here observe carefully. Public. If it is static, we should mention static. So if it is function, we should write void. Function name breathe. Function bracket required. This is called function body. System dot out dot println breathe. So that is the function body. So next function public. If it is static, we should mention static. Void sleep. System dot out dot println sleep. Next public void play. System dot out dot println play. Public void study. If it is static, we should mention, but it is not static. Public void study. which one is static, which one is non-static, no need to remember. So whatever you want to take, if it is any Akhil, you can take you can take as a static, you can take as a non-static. There is no restrictions, whatever you want. So just you can sometimes we can take static, sometimes we can take non-static. There is no restrictions. Now carefully observe carefully here. So I wrote two functions static, I wrote two functions non-static. I wrote two functions static, I wrote two functions non-static. So if it is static, directly we can call from main method study. Directly we can call from main method. Sorry. If it is breathe, if it is static, so breathe is a static. Directly we can call from main method. Sleep also, directly we can call from main method. Breathe and sleep both are static, so we can call from main method. We can call from main method. Breathe and sleep both are static, so we can call from main method. We can call from main method. So right, I am writing like play. If I write play, it will show you error. Why it is showing error? Why? Because it is a non-static. It is a non-static. If it is static, directly we can call, directly breathe and sleep, directly we can write. If it is non-static, so we need to create the object. That is the concept. So how to create the object? Breathe and sleep, directly we can write it, but play we can't write. Compulsory we should create the object. How to create the object? So already I told you class name boy, reference name B1 equal to new class name new boy. Enough. Class name B, reference name I gave B1. B1 dot play and B1 dot study. So directly I can complete, I can say this line, this concept to only one line. Okay. Actually, without taking this example, directly I can tell. Just if it is static, directly we can write in the main method. If it is non-static, we need to create the object. But if I say like that, you can't understand. So that's the reason I have taken one example. That is a by class. I wrote some functions. So these are the methods. These are the properties. No need to leave it. These are the methods, no need. So just for how to write properties, just for general knowledge purpose we learned. So these are the functions. I have taken one by class. Under by class I wrote four functions. One is breathe, the second one is sleep. Breathe and sleep is static, and play and study is non-static I wrote. So directly if it is static function, we can call from main method. Breathe and sleep directly I wrote, and if it is non-static, we need to create the object. Boy B1 equal to new boy. Class name, reference name equal to new class name. Class name is here. Boy B1 equal to new boy. B1 dot play and B1 dot study. So entire this concept says only one thing, that is if it is static, directly we can write in the main method. If it is non-static, we need to create the object. If it is non-static, we need to create the object. If it is non-static, we need to create the object. So that is the concept. How it is? How it is?
Fine.
Bye, sir.